Let's delve into their fascinating catalog.
The fascinating catalog. No, we're doing the thing. We're doing the Hawaii story. Oh, there's a summit with a vehicle prize this week. Okay, so can I... How do the summits work? Can I do the summit even though I, like, don't have a lot of cars? Will I suck? How... If I want to do a summit, how's that happen? Because I think it would be fun to maybe do one today. In the meantime... Yes, I'm continuing the Hawaii tour, so we're going to drive over to that. Some of the events lend cars. Okay, so does this event lend cars? By some of the events, you mean like some weeks of the grand race? Oh, wait, the summit is the... Wait, the summit's a different thing from the grand race. I don't know what the summit is. What's a summit? Sorry. I was getting that confused with the grand race. Okay. Thank you, Dasta. I did invite that. All right. You know what? Fair. Fair enough. Thank you. That was very helpful. I forget that I actually kind of like how this game handles. It does feel pretty good. Happy to be of service. You're always here to help, aren't you? Oh, we're topped out on this thing. We are going 200. I guess that's fair. Thanks, Ami, by the way. You guys, chat, you're so helpful. I appreciate you so much. Summit is a limited time leaderboard event. Oh, okay. So is it like, do I need to get into a certain percentage to be given the car? Is that what it is? Yuki, I wasn't a fan unless they updated it. As far as I know, they haven't. I don't think it's perfect. My big issue is that the steering is like, I think we kind of have decided it's delayed to return to center. So the steering feels a little laggy or a little bit sluggish in a way, especially when it comes to like counter steer. But aside, I depending on the car, I'm really quite happy with it. I think especially now that I get more and more used to it as I play a little bit more. I think it's perfectly fine. Like it's got quirks. It's not perfect, but it is in no way getting in the way of my enjoyment of the game. And I would, at least in this car, I would say it is improving my enjoyment of the game. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Wait, sometimes it's also called a meeting between top officials. Damn it. I thought you were being serious for a minute, and then I read the second half of your message. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Definitely lag. I didn't spend too much time with it, though. Yeah, the more I've spent time with it, and the more I've driven nicer cars, the better it has felt. You learn to, like, you know, calculate for the lag, basically. And I think it feels all right. I am generally enjoying it. Dots Guy still playing Horizon 4. Hey, man, it's a good game. Horizon 4 is a fun one. It's been a hot minute since I have returned to Horizon 4. Been a hot minute. How did the car list and customization turn out? Pretty good. I have not looked at the whole car list. I don't know if there's an easy way to do that. Oh, that's a real traffic car. I still, like, don't... It confuses me a little bit what's traffic and what's not when I'm, like, not paying attention. I shouldn't say it confuses me. It's just when I'm not paying attention, I don't distinguish between them. Customization's pretty good. Like, we looked at the customization for this Ferrari, and honestly, like, even this had pretty good customization. and it's a modern Ferrari, and it had a couple of custom front lips. It had like a little ducktail wing, had some carbon fiber bits. The body stuff is great. It's the wheels suck. That is letting it down so much. The lack of ability to paint wheels and the lack of choice for wheels kills the customization. That paired with the lack of ride height. You can't adjust ride height in the game. And apparently there is some minor camber adjustment you can do. But yeah, it's the whole wheel fitment and wheel choice completely hamstrings the customization of the game. And then I haven't looked at like the paint stuff too much. How did we look at like the livery editor? Is there a livery editor in this game? There is, right? I actually don't remember that at all. Did we look at that? I don't remember what that whole situation was. Yeah, Ami, the tuning options are exactly what I would want for a game like this. There is a livery editor. Hold on, can we look at that super quick? We're at our destination. Liveries. My livery. Yeah, I don't think we looked at this at all. Okay, looks like a very Forza style livery editor. Couple of default fonts, couple of primitives to build stuff with. Looks like you have 1,000 total layers. Okay. It looks to me at a very, very quick glance like a slightly more slimmed down version of Forza's editor. Is that fair? Is that fair? Or does it do things better than Forza in some ways? Like what controls do I have here? So full color controls, doesn't look like I have surface. I do have the ability to move it around. I can scale. I have skew controls, that's good. Wait, what is that? RB plus, wait, what? Oh, RB and LB? Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay. Oh, you can do stickers on glass? Eh? Hold on. Just throw that on. I'm guessing you're right. I just don't know how yet. Wait, I can't see this livery like at all. Or this decal. That one? Oh. So it's not showing up there. Okay, so not on this car anyway. Is that maybe because this is like a different model? Yeah, is it a separate layer? Left side, back side, right side, front side, and top side. Yes, I did select top side, but you would think that that's the top side of the car, wouldn't you? I mean, I don't know. If the hood is the front side. Okay, yeah, that is just the front bumper. Layer menu. Wait, hold on. In here, menu, insert 2D. Oh, what's 2D mode? Oh, okay. Again, like Forza. Okay, so let's go back to 3D mode. Insert. Just do this Starbucksy one again. Wait, no. Wait, hold on. Back up. There we go. Okay, we'll put this one back on. A modify? Oh, there is surface adjustment. Okay, so you can do metallic or chrome. All right, that's good. That's pretty good. That's better than... Yeah, Forza is whole thing, right? In Forza, you can only do the whole livery set in a different finish. You can't do it per sticker. The only way to do that is having a base layer and then you know, you can kind of trick it. But yeah, that's pretty good. Menu for that. Change shape, color, copy. Is that what you meant by individual stickers textures, Beto? I'm guessing. Yeah, that is absolutely a nice thing. Yeah, what's the window situation? It's definitely not going on Windows, but I feel like I'm missing something. Beto, I think, is trying to communicate something. I just don't know what. Yeah, I don't... It does not go onto the window there unless I am missing something. And it didn't do it on the front bumper either. Okay, so it is a car model thing. It is a car model thing. Let's try it in a different car. Let's go, do I own all these? Let's go in Evo. Customize. Vanity. No. Livery. Okay, am I still doing it wrong? maybe only if maybe fewer cars let you do this. Like maybe it's only some. Ferrari, it makes sense because Ferrari has always been picky about their licensing. But Evo, I'd be a little surprised. Or Mitsubishi, I guess. Let's try topside. Yeah, I can't do it on the Evo either. Again, unless I'm missing something. I don't know. Let's try Nissan. Let's go Nissan. Customize. Livery. Left side. Sure. Nope. Not working on the Nissan either. I'm starting to lose faith. I believe you if you're saying, but I'm guessing maybe it's just not a lot of cars. It's either fewer cars than I would expect, or it's or I'm missing a feature. Because so far 100% Nissan or Mitsubishi should allow that. Again, Ferrari, it makes sense. I mean, I see windshield banners. Let's just try this. Can you mess with the livery on this? Ah, no, that's locked. Let's try BMW. Let's just see. Back window, maybe? No. BMW's not letting me do it either. Check menu again. Maybe these have the option. Yeah. Good point. Ah! Okay. There you go. Enable stickers on window. So that's what we were missing. We checked that on the Ferrari. The Ferrari didn't allow it. But these do allow it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's sick. I am a big fan of stickers on windows. I've been wanting Forza to do that forever. So let's are these the okay, yeah, these are the pre-downloaded ones. It looks like they're just as shitty as Forza's like top selections. What are exclusive? Are these in-game ones? Like, are these developer created? They all look pretty simple. Oh, where's Magnus when you need him? Where's Magnus? We've got the what's this anime called? Oh god, does she not? She doesn't have any underwear on. All right, we gotta move that. I keep trying to think my neighbor, my dress up darling. That's what it is. Very different from my neighbor Totoro. Okay, yeah, there's a decent bit of detail here on some of these. I'm just kind of looking at like what. Let's look all right. Let's go to more of a tuner car. Let's go back to that Evo, and see what people have made for that Evo. I think I must have missed it. Let's be this way. There it is. Okay, so you've got real livery recreations. Fast and Furious 2 here. Just white. Again, Fast and Furious. Okay. So pretty good. It feels like more booba stuff. Most Wanted. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, all right. That's kind of a nice one. I like the finish on that. Yeah, it feels like you can do pretty good stuff here. Yeah, I'm seeing less advanced stuff in the top 100 than I would see from Forza. Like, some of these are, like, you know, that one is pretty accurate, and, like, the Need for Speed one, or Fast and Furious one was pretty good. Forza, I see much more detailed liveries, but maybe that's just because the top 100 is not an accurate, kind of like Forza, the top 100 is not necessarily an accurate representation of some of the better liveries. But being able to do per sticker materials, finishes, and do windows is huge. That's awesome. So yeah, like at the very least comparable with Forza's. Looks like it's about as fully featured, has a few things that are better. Yeah, like that one looks really good. I like that. The community livery quality in Motorfest is lacking. Yeah, and that might just be a player thing. Like it looks like you can do about the same level of stuff, if not more, because obviously you have ability to put stuff on windows. Like even that, I know it's a Booba livery, but like that's a huge advantage Motorfest has over Horizon. God, I hope Horizon adds that someday. And some of these are pretty dang good. But yeah, it doesn't feel like the community's maybe as big. Maybe that's kind of its only downside. But yeah, aside from that, I love that there's window stickers and per sticker finish adjustment. Oh yeah, look at that. You can even like adjust the tint. That's pretty clever. That's pretty clever. So I wonder, you can probably do opacity. So you can like do different tint levels through the vinyl system. That's kind of a cool way to do that, actually. I dig that. It's a little bit of a simple thing, but like that's a cool show of like its potential. So many most wanted liveries. Also really funny. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, I'm glad we checked that out, because that's a good thing to know. Okay. Let's do this. There we go. Yeah, Motorfest players just didn't cook as hard as the Horizon players. Yeah, I think it's more of like a player issue than a feature set issue, because the feature set looks pretty good. All right, Giant of Mailis, and I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Dude, Dasta, I fully agree. Fully agree. Yeah, not having window stickers at all for any of the games in Horizon, it's criminal. It's criminal. If the Japan leaks are real, they must be swinging for the fences, so maybe we do get window stickers. I think so. There was a hold on, I want to listen to this a little bit. Oh, there you go. There was a comment on Reddit, I think it was in the PC gaming forum, because IGN ended up writing an article about the leak. But you know it's serious when IGN picks it up for an article. But yeah, on the PC gaming subreddit, they posted that article, and one of the top comments was like, "Oh, they must be pulling out all the stops like Assassin's Creed did," which I kind of agree with. And I think I've said this in the past relating to to Horizon, is like Japan is their Hail Mary. Japan is the game they keep in their pocket for when they need some positive PR. And it was the same thing with Assassin's Creed, because Assassin's Creed, everyone's been wanting Assassin's Creed to go to Japan forever, since like the first game, and then they finally did it. And granted, it didn't go so well from a PR standpoint, but you know, is what it is. And I do think that's kind of the way that it also goes for Horizon, is that's kind of Japan's the back pocket location of like, all right, we're a little worried. We gotta pull out all the stops here. It's time to do Japan. So I could see it. I could see it. And that does, in a way, bode well, potentially, of like, all right, hey, because, you know, we all know Horizon's gotten a little lazy. The series has stagnated. The third game is the same game as the fifth game. Is the same game as the fourth game. Honestly, in many ways, is the same game as the second game. Like, it's just been very minor, good, but minor iterations over the years. Which isn't the worst. You know, they've, like I said, they've all been good changes. But, yeah, it's been relatively stale across the last decade. So the hope is that, like, yeah, maybe Motorfest lit a fire under their feet. Maybe they're worried about the Assetto Corsa Evo having, like, an open world mode. Who knows? Like, there's other stuff coming out. Maybe they're just like, hey, we've got funding and we need to make sure Horizon's still on top. And now that Motorsport's not doing well, we need, like, one of the games to be a big win. So hopefully, also they're not burdened by a last-gen console anymore. They are still burdened by the Series S, to be honest. They are still burdened by the Series S. I think the Series S hampers Xbox in a way. And I could be wrong about that. That's just like a consumer opinion. But yeah, at the very least, they don't have to make Horizon 6 for the Xbox One. Which means they should have a lot more freedom to make a much more densely packed, hopefully bigger, more lively world, with more features and prettier graphics. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, now that we can sell this on PlayStation, right, dude? Honestly, I mean,
there's a nice Japanese temple hidden there.
Horizon. It's funny that the dude's talking about a Japanese temple that I actually drove by on the way here too. Ah, see, that's what I'm getting. Sometimes the oversteer is just a little much, and it's like I'm counter steering. Let me get that front tire grip, but you can work around it. Yeah, gas stations. Can we please have gas stations in the next game, please? Honestly, if they do a day one PlayStation launch, where it's day one between PS5, Xbox, and PC, and it's a Japan game that is like answering a lot of fan requests, like if they come out with a trailer and they're like, boom, we fully reworked Forza Aero, the game's in Japan, it's super alive, like it's a big modern city and like mountain tight roads, and like we remodeled all of our Japanese cars, which we know that they've been doing. That game is gonna be so fucking successful. Like, it's gonna go bonkers. Because Horizon 5 already sold like gangbusters and is currently selling really well on PlayStation. Like millions of copies on PlayStation for a full-priced 4-year-old game. So I just think they're gonna make money hand over fist. And I wouldn't be surprised if Xbox was like, hey, guys, we need this one. we need money in the bank. We haven't had a lot of wins lately. So yeah, I could see it. Like I said, strange winds are blowing. The whole like Japan thing, I made a video about it. Nick obviously covered it as well the other day. The new news, the new leaks that came out. There's some Japanese winds a blowing, and I'm starting to like think like, it could happen. It could happen. And it's interesting because, you know, I've said for so long, like, I don't want a game to be in Japan because it's not gonna meet fan expectations. And I still agree with that. But it's not like I wouldn't be excited. Like, I'd be nervous. It'd be stressful. I'd be nervous for, like, the game. But it's not like I wouldn't be excited for it to be in Japan. Like, if it gets revealed that it's Japan, I'm still going to be stoked. But I am going to be stressed as well. Also, Nahoa robbing me of the win at the last minute. Rude. Yeah. Yeah. Do I like the engine notes in Motorfest? Yeah, across the board, they've been pretty good. They've been pretty good. I love more games like the old Test Driver Drive Club that had a bunch of tracks in different countries. Yeah, all for that. We need Series S still just to verify how well it'll run on the deck. Ugh, yeah, we'll see. I don't have a lot of confidence that Horizon 6 will run well on deck. Horizon 5, like, pushes the deck to its limit. So we'll see. We'll see. Still, SSD could be... That is a good point, Dredge. Yeah, that is a good point. Even just having an SSD... Oh, Sappy smoked me. Dang. 3 seconds. But yeah, the fact that they're not limited by, like, an old-school mechanical hard drive, that is significant. That's a good point. That alone is a pretty huge technological leap. That's crazy, actually, now that I think about it. That's a good point. The fact that Horizon 5 had to be designed with hard drive disks in mind is kind of wild. I've been on SSDs for like a decade now. So yeah, that's a good point. That alone is a pretty major technological leap. Yeah. Beto says, yeah, the oversteer is heavily scripted on these carryover cars. There's no way you can save it aside from hitting the brake. Yeah, that's like my only major issue with the handling. Is like, you just get it a little too... You just like can't save it. And I just wish it just gave you a little more. But again, you just like keep the oversteer under control and it's fine enough. Yeah. Oh, all Forza stuff's 50% off on Steam right now. Nice. Nice. That includes Motorsport? Motorsport's on sale? I guess that's the only... There's only 2 things for sale on Steam right now anyway, because Horizon 4 got delisted. I wonder if Horizon 5's PlayStation success has rattled the GT devs. I don't think so. I feel like they're separate enough. Like, Horizon still does not offer a good racing experience. It doesn't really hit the whole, like... I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt it. We'll see. I don't think Horizon's going to be taking away too many sales from Gran Turismo on PlayStation. I don't think. But you never know. X-Wing says, I'm basically convinced it will be probably Japan, but I still want Europe. Yeah, they've done Europe twice, though, is the thing. They've done France, Italy, and the UK. So I think it's unlikely we'll get Europe. There's still a lot of people that are like, oh, it's going to be Germany. And I'm like, I just don't think so. I just doubt it. You should try the 240Z. Okay. I think we own one. We'll see. I'll look into it. You had Horizon 5 on your HDD for the longest time. It's on an M.2 now, but I could not run the game at more than 50 FPS before running into texture loading issues. Yeah, that... Who brought that up? Dot Sky? Was that you? No, Dredge. That's honestly something I have not considered that I think is pretty massive for, like, the tech of the game. Horizon 6 not having to be burdened by hard drives is huge. Yeah, exactly. Dredge, yeah, HD Sports, why liveries are still blurry, menu ports are tiny. Yeah, like they've got to limit texture streaming and yeah, that's a big thing. It's a big thing. That's the reason you keep your assist on sport instead of off. The oversteer is annoying, especially in off-road. Oh, if you keep it on sport, does it help you a little bit? Or maybe it's just for a traction control thing. Yeah, I don't even know what we're running. I think we're running with it off. But again, it's fine. I don't really have an issue with it. I shouldn't say that. I can work around the issue and still have a good time. So we'll see. We'll go from there. Oh, really? Wait, Ami, are you still on an OG hard drive? Ami says if it's SSD only, which to be honest is super likely, that's a wrap for me. Oh yeah, I think that's very likely. I think that's very likely. I'd be surprised. It might be one of those games where it's like, technically you can play it on an HDD, but like, SSD is recommended. Like, hey, for the proper experience, you should be on a solid state. Yeah. Also, Ami, if it comes to a point where you can't run Horizon 6 and you need a solid state, I've got backup I've got like 2 or 3 backup solid states. I'll freaking ship you one. You've done enough stuff for me pro bono over the years. I bet I could ship you a hard drive pretty cheap. That's like an envelope-sized package. It wouldn't be good, but it would be a solid-state drive. And now I have, depending on your motherboard, I've got, I think, 1 or 2 SATA drives, and 1 like M.2 NVMe as well. Although that one I might not want to get rid of quite yet, because I might still need that. I like to have backup stuff, just in case. Yeah, SSDs are pretty cheap, but it also depends a little bit where you live. I don't know how it is in various parts of Europe. In the States, though, at least right now, yeah, storage is dirt cheap at the moment. Storage is dirt cheap. I just got I got a, what is it? A Samsung 990 Pro. So like a very high-end brand name NVMe drive, a 1 terabyte for $70. Ah! Yeah, $70 for a terabyte, like, very high-end NVMe drive. And I could have gotten a 2 terabyte for like $120. I just didn't need it. So I was like, all right, I'll just get the cheapest one, because that's all I need. Whoa, this is what, yep. Wait, what's the rewind button? Hold rewind. There we go. Yeah, the oversteer is a little bit tough, especially in a car like this. For you, Gen 3 is more expensive than Gen 4? Really? That's kind of weird. I wonder if it's like just an availability thing? Also, I'm getting cooked on this race. I mean, we're only a quarter of the way through, but I gotta figure this out. Just don't get older Gen 3 stuff on the cheap. Oh, just get an older. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, right, like my brand new drive was cheap. That's like brand new Gen 4 or 5. We're on to 5 now, right? Or are we still on Gen 4? Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But yeah, either way, I bet you could get a slightly more budget-oriented drive for very cheap. But seriously, Ami, if it comes down to it, and you won't be able to play Horizon 6 because you don't have a hard drive, I'll mail you one of my old ones. Ugh. We are on 5, it's just very expensive. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I thought I was looking into that when I bought this one. You can get a water... Wait, they have water-cooled SSDs now? Huh? Really? Does Gen 5 just run way hotter? I mean, I guess, because I think even with Gen 4, that's a bit of an issue. Because I think like Gen 3, you didn't even really need a heatsink. Gen 4, we started needing heat sinks a little bit, depending. And then, yeah, I think Gen 5 runs a lot hotter. Just because read-write speeds or whatever are way faster. Ah! Availability, like DDR3 RAM prices are starting to climb. Oh, really? Interesting. Man, I should hold on to my DDR4 stuff. Just in case. I was going through my boxes. I realized I still have. I have a Intel 9400F with a X3 or a Z370, I think, motherboard, just sitting in a box that I completely did not know I had. So hey, if anybody wants to buy a 9400F with a Z370 motherboard, let me know. Also, I have DDR4 RAM. I think I have either 16 or 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM that I no longer need. It's good RAM. I think it's Corsair G Skill, like 3600 megahertz, low latency. Yeah. Make a home lab out of it. I kind of already have one is the thing. I mean, it's the server that I run not Minecraft. The server that I run Motortown off of. So I don't really there are 3 gaming PCs in this house. For one gamer. Sort of my wife. My wife occasionally will play games. She uses my stream PC. Yeah, I don't think we need any more builds in the house. Which is, that's always what I used to do. Is if I had enough leftover parts, I'd just like buy a case and a power supply, and I'd make a complete build. But all my friends have computers now, and I have no need for any extra computers. So I guess I'm going on a Facebook Marketplace again. I don't know. But yeah, like a 9400F is still a very competent CPU. If you're playing at 1080p and you've got like a budget GPU, maybe like a 1060, 2060, even like 3060, I don't think the CPU would be bottlenecking you at all. Wow, it's Nahoa again, that bastard. Yeah, I think you'd be fine.
The northeast beaches.
And now I'm gonna have an open, or I'm gonna have a completely sealed, not open 13700K, because I sent in my 13700K for a warranty replacement, and they're just sending me a brand new one, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. So I don't know. How much? How much for which? The 9400? I have no idea. I don't even know what they're worth.
Volcanic Beach. Becoming a specialist.
Like, for that and the motherboard, I don't know, like $100? I don't know. I don't know what they're worth at all. But yeah. Alright, this race was a... Oh, wait, did I just miss... I just missed that checkpoint, didn't I? Did it... How does missing a checkpoint work in this game? I haven't done that yet. Do you just get a time penalty? If you, like, miss it by too much, does it reset your car? I'm too nervous to actually try it, so you guys just tell me in chat. Oh, come on, let me at least get Mitch. Ooh, third. All right, I'll take it.
That was a nice trip.
You rewind? Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. I feel like you still won't need a heatsink in most full-size PCs. Water cool is probably meant for server setups. Yeah, I agree with that. Speaking of hardware, it's insane how powerful integrated graphics are these days. I've got a Radeon 780M on my laptop. It runs Horizon 4 at medium high at 60. Basic almost locked. Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, I've always, for a long time, so I used to have a camper build. Dang, dude, Sappy cooked me again. Jeez. I used to have like Honda Element camper build. I still sort of do. We just don't use it as much. And for a long time, I wanted to build like a little micro PC. And yeah, I was just gonna do the AMD. What were they, like the 3600G, where they were like designed to be like have good integrated graphics. I never ended up doing it, but yeah, like it's pretty impressive how good integrated graphics are these days. I obviously don't need it for anything currently, but yeah, it's pretty damn impressive. Since when is Sappy such a chef? Dude, right? He beat me by like 30 seconds on that. Although maybe the rewind counts against your time. I don't know. Well, probably not. I don't really know how that works. I think he's just... I think I'm just bad. He's just good. He's a god. Motorfest god. The checkpoint boundary is pretty wide. You can miss it by 1 or half card width and still counts. Got it. Okay. So there's kind of a little radius around the checkpoint where you get a bit of leeway. I like that. I think that's fine. I think that's totally fine. The newer Ryzen 8000 APUs are insane. Some can go up against like 1080 Ti's. That's crazy. That's so cool. Like, I think it'd be so fun to do like a no GPU build, like a budget non-GPU build. Do it, yeah, like a tiny little, either one of those like a Nook case or like an ITX build that's just like super. Hey, oh, we're in a boat. Oh, this is our first time doing something that's not a car. Oh, yay, I've been wanting to do this. Okay, cool. Here we go. We have our first boat thing. Yay. It feels fine so far. I'm digging this. Yeah, it's a boat. I'm on a boat. To turn the fastest way, try to steer at wide angles. I missed that. Okay, sure. Oh, whatever, it's a boat. Oh, wait, trimming. Oh, wait. Oh, there's like other mechanics to it and everything. Okay, so
It might not look it,
guys,
but the way
how do I do this?
the sea is rough.
Do I go like full trim when I'm going straight, or do I not want trim? How do I drive a boat? Trim down. Oh yeah, look at that. Trim down for corners. So I want it like this for straights, right? Ah! Wasn't paying attention. Oh god. Oh god. Dude, I'm getting absolutely destroyed here. Okay. I think I'm kind of getting it.
After that huge rock, there's a
So if I can make the turn with my trim all the way back, do I want to do that? Oh, Robic says the AI is super unfair in the boat races. Are they really? Yeah, I'm getting smoked here. Feels like they're not affected by waves at all. Ah, interesting. Yeah, he's so much faster than me. What the? How's he go that fast? Oh, you still have nitro on the boats. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Well, that matters a little bit. That matters a little bit.
Not many know it, but 1,000 years before Columbus stepped
Here we go. Okay, we're working our way up through it.
we were already exploring a country bigger than Russia.
I feel like at no point have I had to let off the throttle, which is, yeah, I mean, whatever. But this is still kind of fun. It gives me, and maybe it's just because it's not, ooh, wow, we just destroyed the boat. It kind of gives me, you know, Hydro Thunder vibes. I used to love Hydro Thunder back in the day. I would go to arcades to play Hydro Thunder. I literally played Hydro Thunder like 3 days ago on my Steam Deck. I love Hydro Thunder. And I don't know, this is kind of like that. So that's fun. I'm having a good time. I'm getting smoked, but like the mechanics are enjoyable, I think, so far. Outside of the fact that I literally have not let go of full throttle the entire time. But maybe that's just because like this is a little bit of a beginner race. Maybe it's just because I'm doing bad. I don't really know. I have not felt a need to let go of the throttle the whole time, though. Crew 2, a boat was amongst one of my most driven vehicles because I farmed money with it. Oh, funny. Yeah, I mean, the mechanics feel fine. I don't know. It's maybe a little more like... I shouldn't say that. The physics feel fine. The physics are enjoyable. The mechanics feel a little bit like brain dead right now, but maybe that's just this layout. Like at no point have I let off the gas. And I don't think I should be. Oh, through there. Okay, we're actually doing okay. Oh, am I gonna hit that? Okay, yes. Didn't know if it was like Horizon style where you just drive right through them or not. But no, those are actually physical objects in the
Another
world.
shipwreck graffiti. Port side.
Oh my god, we might actually win. Yeah, Beto, I do agree. This track layout, course, can you call it a track on boats? But this, yeah, this layout's relatively uninteresting.
They were all moved to another
I don't know. Are they all like this? Like, you guys tell me. But the physics felt good, like the mechanics of it. It's just that I was pretty much just full throttle, full back the entire time. So it was a little bit brain dead. But like the physics of it are fun. And I did win, so there's that. Oh my god, you guys are so much faster than me. Okay, I must have been missing something. Unless, again, do the rewinds still count against your time? Well, still though, dude, Sappy was 30 seconds faster. Beto, you were still 15 seconds faster. All right, I must not have been figuring something out with the boats. Oh, the rewinds do count against your time. Okay. So that's definitely part of it, because that, I don't know, cost me 5 seconds or whatever, I don't know. Okay. Okay. If you rewind, the timer is still going. Yeah, gotcha. Oh, it just drops me in the boat. Alright, cool. Here we go. Is there like a light? Oh, wait, we have the boat now? This is just, I guess, right? We're in the open world. We just have the boat now. Alright. Cool. Hoki confirmed the kind of guy who would become boat ramp content. So... Alright. Yeah, I guess there's no lights. Might get this game, it seems fun. Yeah, I've been having a fine time with it. I have been having a pretty alright time with the game. It's got its quirks. When I found out about, like, the whole career progression and the fact that there are, like, no normal races or, like, normal online lobbies, that kind of hurt. But, like, I'm still having a good time with it. There's a lot to enjoy here. There's a lot to enjoy. Oh, KS, DM it to me. I can't look at it on there. Ocean and Sky. Yeah, there you go. Proto MK2 is now yours. Cool. Now, I'm guessing this isn't a real boat, right? Like, these are fantasy boats? Well, maybe not. The planes are real planes. This just looks a little like a fantasy boat, but maybe I'm wrong.
You're about to take in the island from a whole new perspective.
Alright, I just wanted to see what would happen. Oh, we're about to do a plane. She just said we're about to take the whole new perspective from the sky. All right, cool. Let's do that. Okay, so we go this, and then no, that's the wrong button. Dang it! What is the? What's cockpit view for the boats as well? That's sick. What's the friggin' quick button? Is it this? Ah, there it is. X. Okay, there we go. Some are fictional and some are licensed. Gotcha. Okay. You're all right, KS. Wait. Why do you got to type with one hand, KS? What are you up to over there, bud? Also, you should own a plane. Gold Edition should gift you one. We looked at that the other day, and I don't think we had a plane. I also don't know if I have the... Well, I should. This is a review copy of the game. And usually with that, they give you, like, the best version. But yeah. Whatever. We're about to go do a plane mission anyway.
Get ready to meet a United States Marine Corps aviation legend.
Oh.
Transport F4U Corsair.
Oh, I thought they were gonna, like, name drop a person. Okay, well, that's still fair. Ah! He's checking out the community liveries. Yeah, I bet he is. KS is just really enjoying that
This veteran still
my
lives.
dress up darling livery. Okay, here we go. Plane. Cool. The Northrop Grumman F4U Corsair. You guys, I think, had negative things to say about the handling of the planes. So I'm curious. Okay, throttle's at 100%. Why are we going so slow if the objective is already, like, there? All right, pull it back a little bit. Okay, it kind of just took off for me. Extreme mode. Rudder left, rudder right. What's extreme mode?
You remember the falls in
And how do I know if extreme mode is on or not?
Straight ahead.
You can enter extreme mode by holding A. Oh, which lets you do tricks. I see. Oh! We're gonna stall! Oh no! Wait, bring it back, bring it back! We're gonna be okay. I know I'm going the wrong way. Oh my god, we saved it! Yes! I'm such a good pilot. Oh man. Hoki Airlines opening soon. I cannot believe we saved that. Holy crap.
Right up the siding sun.
Okay. Well, so far this feels all right.
Caneo here.
So far I'm feeling pretty comfortable with it.
Head over the mountains and see for
I
yourself.
want to figure out I mean, we'll mess with it in the open world. I'm guessing they're going to give us these. But you also get nitrous in the plane. Wow, you just get nitrous in everything. Okay, sure. Well, Ami, that's why I didn't crash it. That's why I didn't crash it. I would never.
We're gaining altitude.
Thanks, Keola. Appreciate it. All right, I don't know if I'm gonna succeed on this. The objective is like way up there. And I definitely spent some time mucking about. I guess we're kind of catching up a little bit. We'll see.
Look to your right. No lies here.
Ah,
The beautiful Molo.
it's hard to look. Eh. If you turn it off, it starts getting difficult. Wait, turn off. Are there like assists?
Deserves a photo.
Maybe you're saying like the extreme mode? Oh, big old bridge between the mountains. All right, there we go. We're passing the objective, so we're doing fine.
Valley leads to the ocean. There used to be dinosaurs around here, like 30 years ago. It was for a little Hollywood movie.
Oh, okay.
They were there, I swear.
I was like, might have his history wrong there, bud. Can I pop these? Yeah, you can hit them. All right.
You'll pick up speed.
Thanks. There is a plane control assist. Okay.
Welcome to Wahiafa.
I mean, it feels fine. Again, I'm like not really being pushed, you know? I'm kind of just flying. I'm just full throttle. Just chilling.
See that huge fruit? The city is the place of the famous
Huge
pineapple
fruit.
plantation.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
Giant mangoes.
Big old pineapple. Look at that.
You could come back here on a trip. This
But
is
that
why
might just be,
honest
you know,
playlist
because it's an intro event. So whatever. Don't expect Flight Sim or Birds of Steel, but it's not bad. Yeah, I mean, I'm not at all going into this expecting, like, this needs to be as good as Flight Sim 2024. But, you know, it feels like as good as it needs to for something that, I don't know, I don't really care that much about, I guess.
Trees are scarce.
I don't know.
You are back in the land
It's fine.
of Pele.
It's fine. Oh. Nikki, is that happening to anybody else? Nikki says my stream is choppy as hell. Is anyone else getting a choppy stream experience? Or is it looking smooth and buttery for the rest of y'all? Okay, good for you, Dasta. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, Nikki. You always can try a refresh on the page. Okay, yeah, good for you guys. All right, good.
That's a Keck Observatory.
Yeah, I don't
Go
know.
there when the sun's still low.
Looks good on my end as well. All right, do we get to go through one of these mouths? No! Dang it. Keep wanting to fly through one of those. Eh.
Oh, mean. Bro, they got graffiti on the floor. That's news to me.
Refresh did it? There you go. There you go. Comcast's ghost is haunting the stream, right?
Enjoy Kalailoa for a while. I'm afraid we're getting closer to the
Like, I do
end of
think
our-
this is... I don't know. I have to think about it, like, within the framing of the game. And, like, I think it's... Like, I'm trying to think of the use case for this, you know? Because I do think it's just kind of fun to fly around. It just in general, like, generally speaking, in anything, flying is a very, like, freeing feeling. And as a way to, like, get around the map, flying instead of driving, like, that's cool. There's value to it. And I don't feel like the driving is being sacrificed. Like, I don't feel like it's a case of, oh, I wish the dev time wasn't spent on this because the driving sucks or whatever. Because the driving's still fine. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess I would say it doesn't add too much to me. Like, this isn't like a feature I want in other games. I'm not like playing this like, oh man, I wish Horizon had this or Need for Speed or whatever else. But like, I don't know, I don't dislike it. This event is pretty bare bones, but it's kind of like a scenic thing. Oh god! I didn't think I would actually run into that. Wait, take it back. We gotta do a proper landing here. Yeah, all right. And then it showed us flying through.
We are wrecking the car.
Don't worry, we did not just destroy a priceless
Sonny,
museum
you are wrecking the
piece.
car.
Don't worry. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Yeah, we got smoked again. Dude, how is Sappy a minute faster? That's crazy. Oh, well, I guess I screwed up a lot at the beginning, but still. Sappy's so good. It's a shame the planes are slow as hell. I mean, they're faster than driving, though, right? Just because you can, like, beeline it somewhere. Like, I don't know, let's mess with it a little bit. I'm guessing we'll get this plane. Yeah, okay. It just dumps us on the highway, that's awesome.
You've shown your worth by flying the veteran. Now it will fly only for you. The Transport F4U Corsair is yours.
Oh, we're good, okay.
A present from the Motorfest.
I mean, we're going 140. Add a little bit of a climb. Yeah, we top out at like 150, so they're not... Is this one of the faster planes or slower planes? Or kind of in the middle? Like, I don't know, this is kind of a vibe. Like, I can get down with this. Let's, what happens if I do extreme mode? Oh, it has a little stall indicator. That's kind of neat. Yeah. Kind of in the middle. I mean, I feel like that is fair, because you don't, I guess, want the planes to be OP as far as, like, fast travel goes. You still want the cars to be valuable enough for traversing. So I kind of get that. Like, that feels fine. Air drift. Jets are the fastest vehicles in the game. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would kind of figure that. I would hope. Yeah, you can go 300 miles an hour in the air. Yeah. So that's fair. I think that's totally legit. And this is, like, I don't know, it's just kind of fun to fly. Like, it's just, it's a fun feeling, I guess. So yeah, I can get behind this. Let's do a little building dodging here. Okay, I'm starting to figure out the extreme mode. So it kind of like locks you in, and then extreme mode will let you go further with it. Wow, you lose a lot of altitude. Ah! We're good. We're good. She's still worthy. Oh yeah. There's a takeoff if I've ever seen one. Oh. You know, fair enough. Fair enough. You can land a car on the building if you time your switch. Oh yeah, I suppose. So you go here. If we like do this, and then boom, boom. I'm in a car. Yeah, all right. It didn't. I mean, I guess I had a lot of momentum, but yeah, okay. Like that's from a sandbox perspective, I think that's fun. I get it. I get it. Activate boat mode. I do love that it just lets you do that, you know? That is kind of neat. All right, let's see if we can take off here. It's also nice that it lets you take off in a very short window. Yeah, I dig that. Hello, buddy boy. It's not time yet. I'm sorry. It's not time yet. I love you. My dog just came in. I don't know if you could see him. How's my boy? How's my boy? My auntie? Huh? Yeah, good doggo. Good doggo. But yeah, I don't know. This is fine. Like it's like a fun bonus thing, and it, I guess, I don't know. It's just a new way to explore the map. I think it's chill. Yeah, the doggo always needs some love. Now, here's a question. I'll answer it myself. You guys are probably going to figure out what I'm doing here, but that's okay. Oh, I think there's another player down there. Go, gadget, boat! Yeah, alright, that just works. I mean, that's fun. Sploosh. Very, like, undramatic landing. Well, like, I like that the game lets you do that. Ah! Alright, that's kind of cool, too. It, like, gave me elevation. I did do it off a jump, because I thought maybe that would be my best opportunity. But I think it just gives you elevation. It's just like, yeah, buddy, we know what you're trying to do. Yeah, like, I dig that. It's... Again, it's not really something I want in another game. It's not something I'm, like, looking for. But it's fun enough. Like, it's neat that it's there. Where's doggo time? You know, I pulled it off because the dogs, with the summer schedule, like, the dogs were gone a lot, or they were outside with my wife, so I couldn't, like, easily grab them. So yeah, I think doggo time is gone from the point redemptions. But I'll add it back once we're back in the school year. As long as it works out. John, you want a car? Like, I love that it just lets me do that. I think that's really fun. And then does it give you elevation again here? Yeah, it does. Yeah, so like that's a very intentional design choice that I think was a good design choice. Yeah, it's pretty smooth. Now here's the question. Can I go gain altitude here? Go, go, Gadget. Honda. Ah! Go, go, Gadget, boat. Yeah, all right. You can do the mid-air swap. Yeah, well, that's fun. Florida car confirmed, right? Oh, that's cool. And I do like the handling of the boats. I think the physics of it are good. It just needs better courses. If they could lean into like the Hydro Thunder mentality, and maybe some of the events do, I don't know. But if they could lean into the whole Hydro Thunder thing, maybe like have boost, you know, little nitro things and that recharge your nitrous, have more jumps, have like, you know, waterfalls that you're going down. I don't know. They can only do so much, I guess, with the island they have, but still. What happens if I fly into the cloud? How's that work? John. Cloud rendering's also pretty good. You got 3D clouds. Volumetric, I guess you could say. And I think that's fairly good. Yeah. That's flight sim level. I know. I know. All right, let's see if we can do a little bridge thing here. Go through the bridge. Go under, rather. Turn on extreme mode. This is not a very tall bridge. We're gonna be fine. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, but it gave me points for that. I miscalculated. What's the button to switch POV? Yeah, look at that. You even get cockpit view. Can anyone tell me how accurate this is? I did it again. I pulled up too early. I'm like expecting it to have some delay before it'll pull up, and it doesn't. It just kind of goes up. I'm clueless about fighter. I mean, I'm clueless about planes as a whole, so your guess is as good as me. Gotta ask the DCS guy. Yeah. The gauges move. Yeah, absolutely. Like it's actually a pretty well mapped out, interior. Wait a minute. Hold on. What's he doing with his hand when I hit nitrous? You guys see his hand pop up there? Is he doing this? Wait a minute. Do they do that in the car? Hold on. Hold on. We gotta switch to a car quick. Is that like a feature of the game? Let's switch back to... We gotta get on a road. That might be harder said than done. Hold on. No, I didn't meet photo mode, thanks. Okay, let's do Jeep real quick. Oh, they don't do that in a car? Aw. I mean, that's kind of a cool little, I don't know if you want to call it an Easter egg, but like a cool little feature. Okay, switch is this button. Yeah, they don't. If you drive slowly, your guy will do cold elbow? What's a cold elbow? You're just saying like if I drive slowly in general or like in a plane? Oh, lean on the side. Do people call that cold elbow? Is that, yeah, I'm saying that's not a phrase in the US. I have never heard that before. Cold elbow. But Ami's heard it. Robix obviously heard it. Yeah, I've never, that is definitely not a thing I've heard of in the US. If any other US folks can chime in and comment on whether or not you've heard that. I have never heard that. No, I mean, I kind of get it. Yeah, John, you don't count. Das has never heard of it in Canada. Yeah, I've never heard that. I don't think we have a term for, like, elbows out the window. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head. He's not really doing it in this car. Maybe it's only in some cars. Dang it, I keep hitting the wrong button. Yeah, what if it's hot outside? Like, for me, if I have the windows down, it's because it's hot out. So I'd call it hot elbow. I don't know. That makes more sense to me. Oh, here we go. Yeah. He's doing it here. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Convertible vibe. Now, does that show in... God dang it. Does that show in the third-person camera? Yeah, dang, he's not doing it anymore. I think he does. I would guess that it does work in third person. But he's just not doing the animation. You guys said it was kind of an RNG thing. Trying to, like, reset the animation a little bit. Get lower in the rev range so he doesn't put his hand on the shifter. Nah, he's just gonna do it anyway. Ah, whatever. It's cool. We saw it. That is neat. That is neat. There's no name for it here that I know of, but it's a police stereotype. Oh, really? That's interesting. I don't think that would be a police stereotype here. Maybe it's a little bit of a trope. Like, if I think about it, if I think of, like, in a movie or a TV show, a cop with, like, their, you know, arm kind of resting on the window, like, that tracks. But I don't think it's, like, it's nothing I've ever heard of as being used, like, derogatorily, in a derogatory way towards cops of, like, those elbow leaners, those cold elbow cops. Or, you know, whatever. So yeah, I don't know. I always do that in both of my cars. I'm always rocking a cold elbow. I love windows down, one arm out kind of vibe. Okay, let's go back and keep doing this story. You can often tell undercover cars like that. Oh, that's kind of funny. Yeah, that definitely is not the case here. At least to my knowledge. Seems like chillin' is the correct term. Like, arm out. Yeah, yeah, I guess. If I saw someone doing that, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, he looks like he's chillin'. But that's obviously a broad spectrum descriptor. Yeah. A little bit random, Dasta, but yeah, I do fully agree. I really hope we get upgradable exhausts in Horizon 6. That would be a nice touch. Would be a very nice touch. It's always weird having, like, crazy cars with these crazy body kits and then a bone stock exhaust. A few rear bumpers do come with custom exhausts, and that helps. Like, I think the Mark IV Supra gets a custom exhaust if you put a different bumper on it. And I think there's other cars that do the same, but across the board, yeah, we need exhaust tip customization. Fully agree. John, yeah, I say that tracks all the time. That tracks. I don't know, I feel like that's a relatively universal one. I miss Need for Speed, yeah. Ah! We're fine. That'll buff out. Give the body shop guy a couple months. He'll have it fixed in no time. Did I ever get a message back from him, by the way? No, I still haven't heard back from him. Ooh, I did hear back from my buddy about getting sushi together. All right. But no, have not heard back from the body shop guy, which sucks. Oh yeah, Beto's been trying to get me to try the 240Z. I thought I had it. Oh, that's the 2000 GT. Maybe that's what I was seeing. Yeah, I think it's just the 2000 GT. I do not have a 240. No. Okay. How does one... Check it out. Is it under Datsun? Or would it be like... Well, we'll see. No. Okay, I figured it would be. Is it under Nissan then? Wait, no, still. Okay, here we go. No, this is... Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, it is under Nissan. Can we just buy this? It's dirt cheap. It's dirt cheap. Is there a specific edition? Should I just get the basic one? Yeah, it's 60K. I don't know. Why not, right? Rally Edition's also kind of cool. The Under the Stars. Yeah, let's just buy it. Ooh. What color would I get a 240 in? Love the silver. The white's pretty good. Black's all right. Blue's kind of good. Green's kind of good. I wonder what the silver. Factory rim selection. That's kind of cool. Let's go with those. All right, buy it up. Done. Bright yellow? Nah, not for me. Not for me. All right, drive it. Turn it up a little bit. That sounds good. It's punchy. Let's get the cockpit. Oh yeah, nice shift audio. Yeah, not bad. I am quite happy with that. Also, man, the fun thing I'm noticing, the rain effects so much better than Forza's. Forza, both Motorsport and Horizon have terrible rain effects. And this one isn't even like crazy good or anything, but it's a hell of a lot better than Forza does it. Hell of a lot better. It looks like it's even just like a static animation. Like I don't think this is like dynamic really much at all. Maybe a little bit. But yeah, it's at least like believable. So that's fun. Yeah, it's not like reacting to any motion or anything like that. But it's still, like, it's good enough. I think that's perfectly fine. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, Drive Club did it well. Assetto Corsa, if you have the paid CSP that adds rain, nothing's better in my book. I know Drive Club, everybody loves Drive Club's rain. I get it. But, yeah, Assetto Corsa with CSP, with its, like, fully physically simulated rain, is pretty crazy. But Drive Club's is also good. Definitely like a standout for sure. Drive Club just looks good in the rain. So I get that. I get that. I'd take 60 FPS over the rain effect. Yeah, same. I agree with that. Yeah, again, this is good enough. This is absolutely good enough. I went into neutral. Sorry, traffic. It's the one thing I can give to FM, nice atmospheric rain effects. Motorsport looks good in the rain, but a lot of the cockpits look really bad in the rain. The wipers are ugly in the rain. The road effects look good. The lighting looks good. Like the from the outside, rain looks good in Motorsport, but a lot of cockpit views do not look good. especially if it's an older car model. I feel like they like did better with the newer ones, but ugh, yeah, the older ones are rough. Feed the throttle slow and then suddenly stab it. TCM has that load changeover. Kind of. Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's another thing that Horizon's been notoriously bad about, is like, in this, here, let me turn it up a little bit for you guys. Like, if I'm light on the throttle, it feels light. Or it sounds light, I should say. And then it actually changes the audio when you're heavy on it, which is significant. And that's something Horizon's always been really bad about, is it's the same note no matter what. Hey, we're doing the little doing the little lean thing. Oh, here, let's oh yeah, it does do it in third person too. I figured it would, but just curious. Well, here, we'll go back to third person. Yeah, like you can actually like cruise quietly. And it, you know, the car like sounds like it would. If you were to do this in Horizon, it would just be like, like it would pretend you're like full throttle. So yeah, big high point for the game there. Big high point for the game. John, yeah, I fully agree. I think the color balance of the game, the level of detail, the foliage, the paint on the cars, and in general the car models, it's a very like well presenting game. It does have forced TAA, and boy do I hate that, which just kind of pulls away a lot of the sharpness, and you get some ghosting. So yeah, the forced TAA sucks. The fact that you cannot, the game is hard locked to 60 FPS also sucks. Because I think this would look, if I could play this with better anti-aliasing at 120 FPS, holy crap would this look good. Like, my God, this would be gorgeous. But the forced TAA kills it for me. And the fact that it's locked at 60 also, like, it's not like it's bad. 60 FPS is still fine. But as someone that loves me some higher refresh rates, some higher frame rates in my games, playing this even at like 90 would be such a big improvement. Such a big improvement. You can slap lossless on it. It's high refresh rate now. True, I do have lossless scaling. I could just throw that on and do frame gen, but that does, you know, it's not true. Not true 120. You're gonna be dealing with, you know, input lag, a little bit of higher input lag. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Lossless is pretty good about input lag, but it's still, it always feels worse because when you're playing and your eye sees 120, but it's reacting as if it's 60, it feels delayed. Because there is a delay. Because the frames are fake. They're not real. But yeah, I mean, it's worth maybe looking into. I could mess with it and just see if I think it's worth it. There are some times where I do turn on frame gen. Like if I'm getting 60 FPS, I'll throw on frame gen just to get the visuals to 120, and it still looks fine. Yeah, no, but the human eye cannot see behind 30 FPS, actually. Yes. Yeah, we're just built different. Hip hop. Gamers are built different. I will, even now, so I have a 240 hertz monitor. When I first got it, I could not tell the difference between 120 and 240. Now, when I switch down to 120, it's like, ugh, what are these peasant refresh rates? 120 hertz only? Disgusting. Tuh. Like, you just get so used to it. Your eyes, like, I love it. I love me some 240 hertz. Everything just feels so smooth and buttery when you're, like, just navigating windows. But then it's funny, because, like, I'll go to my Switch, or my, I guess my Steam Deck. I'll, like, play a game on my Steam Deck at, like, 40 FPS. And be like, yeah, this feels pretty smooth. So it's different things. I recall someone said it's Ivory Tower's engine hard limit. If you crank up the frames, it'll affect the game speed. Yeah, I would fully believe that. A lot of engines tie physics to frame rate, which is fine. It is what it is. Like, at least it's 60 and not 30, you know? But on PC, I want to be able to crank it up. I paid for all the frames. I want all the frames. So it is what it is. But maybe I will mess with lossless scaling and see if that makes it any better. Curious how this would look on my OLED with HDR. Dude, I bet it would look phenomenal. Does the game have good HDR support, or HDR support at all, for that matter? Excuse me. I have an HDR. Jeez, I have an HDR capable monitor. Oh yeah, there you go. I just don't run HDR because it's a huge nightmare for streaming. So it's very much not worth it. But yeah, I think this would be a really pretty looking game in HDR. Really, really pretty looking game. Okay, back to a car. Hey, some Japanese cars at that. I currently have my eye on a new LG OLED because I recently got a PS5 Pro. Nice, hip hop. Any specific reasons for the Pro? Did you already have a base model? And if so, what was the deciding factor of, like, okay, for Final Fantasy I really want the Pro? Or did you not own a PlayStation yet and you just figured, like, that's the way to go into it?
Mauia ho'opaha ikala. Maui nui a iwa iwa. E ole o Maui. Piha pono ai ke ao.
Streaming with HDR is a pain. I tried it like once and it was just not worth it. It did make Horizon look really pretty, but yeah, it's not worth it to stream. Converting with the capture cards, like, and then yeah, it's a pain in the butt. Huge pain in the butt. But yeah, no, I have a buddy that, like, is a huge HDR advocate, I guess you could say.
This is where I live.
For me, on this monitor, the HDR support's not that good.
Time for one race.
It's, like, adequate.
How do you feel about going on a street
but good HDR is good. Like a nice quality 4K TV with good, bright HDR with, like, local dimming zones, lots of local dimming zones, or whatever. Or you know, yeah, like OLED or what was that, like? I don't know if they really have that anymore. That, like, 4-color tech? Is that QLED? Where they have, like, a yellow subpixel as well? Some of that stuff, like, when I see it in a store or see it at a buddy's house, I'm just like, oh, damn, that looks good.
Driving in the state capital. Crazy.
But I don't know. I was just at Micro Center the other day, actually, and I looked at their OLED G9, and I was like, yeah, whatever. I don't need it.
2 generations.
I'm okay with it.
Linked by Hawaiian culture. Beautiful.
You had a launch PS5, but you use it every day. It's your main gaming device. Got it. Not a PC guy. Console pleb, might as well have the best. Yeah, that's totally valid. Totally valid. Oh, you do get a little airtime control.
That's him with Kaikilani, the woman he loved.
I like the triple correction on launch, by the way. I do what you meant. Want to do a Last of Us remake in full glory. I've actually only played the PS3 version. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty big. That's pretty big. The lunch edition. I like HDR, but holy shit, I can't handle the brightness for long. I like bright. I'm the type of dude, like this monitor, my G9, I think I'm running at like 95% brightness. Yeah, I very much like bright screens. I don't know. I'm the same way with my phone. Apparently that's kind of a boomer thing. But I'm always running my phone at like
check out these Hawaiian patterns.
50 to
Celebrates the
75%
oceanic
brightness
people
at
and all of
least.
the great heritage and
I
traveling
don't know, it
across
just
the great
looks better to me.
expanse. Made by my boy.
I like it.
Another local, Corey Tom.
Yeah, you've got, mid-air steering. I haven't like tried to do that yet. But yeah, I mean, fair enough. The Ranch Edition PS5, ooh. I'm more of a blue cheese kind of guy, but you know, I can't hate. Maybe it's because my HDR is on an OLED, but I don't find it brighter necessarily. I just find the colors pop better. I mean, yeah, HDR isn't necessarily going to make it brighter. HDR, though, is going to make certain elements of the screen brighter than others. And that's yeah, it can, like, make colors pop because it can make certain parts of the screen, like if there's a brighter part of the screen, it's actually a brighter part of the screen. So yeah, you know, HDR will give more depth to the image, which is its you know thing, its quality, which is good. But yeah, I don't know. I can live with that.
Festival. I love what
Blue
they've
cheese
done here.
rules.
Another
Yeah, I'm with
gathering
you.
place.
I do like ranch for the record. I do like ranch, but I'm a blue cheese guy too. Caesar salad, big on Caesar salads.
So blessed to be with you on this journey.
Hey, you too, Keola.
I'm not saying goodbye, but instead, HokiHoshi.
I'm a weirdo because I
Surely
don't
again,
use night mode on
the
anything.
island
Now I
is
do
not so
that.
big.
I am a night mode all the things kind of guy. I like my screens bright, but I still like to run night mode. Yeah, I have like the browser extension that makes every website dark mode. I'm big on that. Dude, Sappy again smoked me. He's so fast. I don't get it. 14 seconds faster than me. Good lord. I beat Beto though. I'm consistently right in the middle between Sappy and Beto. Same. Yeah, night mode every we can. Yeah. I'm a night mode all day kind of guy. I have a mini LED and the brightness is staggering like an actual flashbang. Sure. Yeah, I mean, it definitely depends on the tech. Absolutely. I can't read white text on black background. It just melts my eyes. See, it's so funny because I'm the exact opposite. For me, black text on white, I'm just like, I can't read this. But I will say, I think that took longer to get used to, because I grew up with dark mode not being a thing. Like, dark mode's I wouldn't say recent, but it's a little bit of a newer move. It's a little bit of a newer thing. Growing up, you know, we were all typing on, like, white sheets of paper on our computers with black text. So that's how I started. But, yeah, I don't know. Don't give Hoki a book. That's why I don't read books. I open it up and I'm just like, I can't read this. No, books are different because books, they're not emitting light. They're not emitting light. And they're not pasty white. You know, they're kind of tannish grayish most of the time. It's a nice subtle white. Now, I'm totally fine reading books. But yeah, white text or white background with black text on a computer is not my jam. Yeah, that's a good point, Dot. Yeah, screens were not as bright back in the day. Very good point. I mean, heck, my Game Boy Color didn't even have a backlight. You needed a third-party dongle to shine light on the screen so that you could see it at night. Which these days is hilarious to think about. But back in the day, that was like a sick mod to have for your Game Boy Color. Was that little like dongle you would plug in and it had that little like UFO looking light that would shine down on the screen. So yeah. Meanwhile, I'm using a 1440p Xiaomi ultra-wide with a VA panel. Probably fails any test a competent screen reader can throw at it, but it was cheap and works. Don't worry. Color accuracy does not matter for the average person. That's my, I don't know, maybe hot take. But 90% of people aren't even gonna tell unless things are side by side. You're just not, it doesn't matter. Who cares? But, you know, color accuracy, color schmaccuracy. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. And hey, for me, I'm a big ultra-wide guy. That's like my monitor thing. Some people are like 4K guys. Some people are HDR guys. Some people are OLED guys. Some people are high refresh rate guys. I'm kind of one of those guys too, but I'm a huge ultra-wide. Ever since I got this, the Odyssey G9, holy crap, I cannot go back. Playing games like this is just the best experience. And I know you guys don't get to see it. But yeah, God, it's so good. I love ultra-wides. I love them so much. It's so much more like immersive for me. I just adore it. Can I afford this guy? Wow, there's also that. Up until this became my job, I was also that guy. And then like streaming and YouTube and sim racing became my job, and now I spend a lot of money on the old rig. Oh, hey, which reminds me, we didn't even really talk about this in our yapping sesh today. I'm curious if anybody has commented or will comment. OMG, Hoki face reveal, because it's so rare that I show my face in videos that I think a lot of people assume that I've never shown my face in videos. But I have. I've done it in a handful of videos over the years. Yeah, Dasta, I know a lot of people who are huge on OLEDs. I'm not a big OLED guy. I do like OLEDs. Like when I went from the normal Switch to the OLED Switch, massive improvement. I loved it. But I didn't get the OLED Switch for the OLED screen. I got it for the bigger screen and for the better battery life. The OLED was just like a perk. And yeah, with the G9, they sell an OLED version of the G9 that I've looked at side by side with my own at a Micro Center, and it's not worth it for me. Like, it's better, but it's not enough for me. I like it, but it's like an extra perk on top of other stuff, not something I'm always hunting for. So yeah. Might be the first time since I started following you. X-Wing, yeah. So the videos I can think of where I've shown my face are... I did a video on a drift day, a real-life drift day. That was like probably 4-ish years ago. I don't even know if Horizon 5 was out at that point. Maybe it was. And then I also did like a real car reveal video where I showed off my Supra and my Element. And I obviously showed my face in that. I think those are the only two like actual videos where I've shown my face. I think. Are we done with this, by the way? Is this the reward? I think so. Yeah. I feel a little bad I haven't been like fully paying attention to these, but I'm still having fun. Yeah. Speaking of old displays, there's a dev making an Airbus A320 for Flight Sim, and they tried making the little 7-segment displays for the autopilot, which are non-backlit, and they couldn't do it right with the screen shaders Microsoft Flight Sim has, because it just assumes everything's an LCD. Yeah, I believe that. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Because of the non-backlit displays, when the sun hits them, they get more contrast, not less. Oh, interesting, yeah. Well, same thing kind of like with the Game Boy. You get, when you shine a light on it, it like amplifies it. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I never was an OLED guy back in the day. I even had a performance TN panel for the frame rate. It's only because I wanted to upgrade badly I decided to try OLED, discovered I'm now that guy. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where if I ever daily drove one for my main PC monitor, it would be hard to go back. Like, I'll say this, going from the Switch, the OLED Switch, to the Switch 2 that doesn't have an OLED was a bit of a hit. Again, not a big deal. It wasn't like a deal breaker at all. But it was absolutely noticeable. And it was kind of a bummer. But it is what it is. Oh yeah, X-Wing started following with Horizon 5 launch, so probably then. Yeah. Yeah, I think both of my face reveal videos were technically before that. Yeah. John, that's hilarious, by the way. I'm reading the back half of that. Beto says TCM is kind of like that background game. You can just yap along while doing something at the same time. Yeah, I think it's good for that. It's a good background yap game. Oh, we can't do the Ivory Tower one. We can do challenges for the Scenic Tour, or we can do the Liberty Walk one. Let's do that.
Playlist unfinished, driver.
Let's do that. Also, I don't know if we showed this on stream. I like that there's like physics to the trunk. Or the objects in the trunk. It's not like fully physically rendered, but there's like something going on. And that's kind of fun. I think that's kind of fun. I can't tell if it's like a static animation or something, but like it feels physically based one way or another. I just can't like fully figure it out. Because obviously nothing can come out of the car. Everything has to be locked into the trunk. But it feels like there is some like real physical movement happening. And that's a nice touch. That said, we're gonna get out of this and get back in our, well, let's drive something new actually. We've driven the SF90. We've driven the S2000. What else would be a fun, like, open world car to drive around? Maybe this Camaro? That's kind of neat. Let's drive this. Kind of the only car that has that effect. Yeah, whatever. Good lord. Wow, very, very grippy handbrake.
The first of the 3 Liberty Walk pillars. Liberty Works. Kato-san is busy with work.
Yeah, Dots guy, probably.
We have another custom expert on site.
I know, I don't want to do these right now.
You already know him.
You were going from a 1080p TN to a 1440 OLED, and then I really discovered who I am inside. Oh yeah, I bet. For me, you know, funny enough, I was that way with 1440, where I ran 1080p panels up until pretty recently, like 2 years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I was on 1080p triples. And I had like seen 1440p monitors. Like I'd tried them out at Micro Center. I had a couple buddies that had them. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And then I got one and I was just like, oh, it's so much better. Like I get it now. And I have, so the main is 1440, but these 2 wing monitors are 1080. And when I drag something like from this monitor up to the 1080, it's just like, ugh, I can see the pixels. Super good tabs on. I've actually, all right, I want to like re-trigger this event. There we go. Okay. You seem to be flying through the missions without real opposition. Do you want to increase difficulty? Oh, I honestly did not know that there was a difficulty in the game. Maybe we figure that out at some point. But I turned it up. We're doing it. Yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, the B580 hates older CPUs. Even Ryzen 7000 has some overhead issues. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. It makes it so like it takes it from being a really appealing budget GPU to being a very not appealing budget GPU. Because like if you already have a good CPU, you're probably gonna buy a good GPU anyway. So why would you get a B580? Like just get an NVIDIA card at that point. So I don't know. Like, it's a little bit of a weird. It puts it in a weird spot, I guess.
Hey, it's Toji.
But I'm still happy.
Made in
Competition's
Japan,
always
the
good.
Pack, the guy with the Evo X.
So that's nice.
You shouldn't be surprised. It's a Liberty Walk playlist. I'm a customizer. That's all I needed to know.
Customizer. Let me just. Maybe it's just because I misunderstood the dialogue. Or missing dialogue. But I have never in my life heard a car guy describe themselves as a customizer. That is not a word car guys use. I would never be like at a car meet and be like, yo, I'm a customizer. I'm not. Maybe in some circles. But what? What even is a custom? I mean, I think they're trying to say like a tuner. I'm into car modding. Like even like a modder makes a little more sense, but I feel like tuners kind of, there isn't really like a good word for that, I think. So I guess fair enough, but yeah. Being like, oh yeah, I'm a customizer. Like what? Huh? Wait, yeah, that's right. Earlier in the other story, I think he called it an Evo X and not an Evo 10. I think you're right. Yeah, I think I remember that.
My country is the mecca of tuning.
Whatever.
There's lots of things to say. But let's start with this. In Japan, every custo lover knows the name.
Hold on. Wait. Okay, so he establishes that customizer is a term, and then a few lines later drops us with the slang a custo. If you're a customizer, you're a custo. What? Yeah, what's next? Klepping some eddies with the chooms? Every custo knows. I'm gonna start dropping that. I'm gonna make that cool. I'm gonna make that a real phrase. Oh man. Every custo knows. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, like who wrote this script? Did they know that they were just making things up? Maybe there is like a translation gap. Maybe in Japan, the word for like customizer is a popular word, and there is a word in Japan. Like I'm trying to give them credit, you know? Ah! I had decision paralysis. Sorry. Anyway, don't worry about that. So Ohio, right? Yeah, neither have I, Joe. Yeah, I don't know Japan. It is a French studio as well, yeah. Maybe in France. Maybe all those custos over in France. Maybe it's a big scene. The old custo scene. Oh, I just love that so much. That's.
By the way, your BMW is too.
I really want to make that a thing.
Playlist, so
that. Wait a minute.
let the tuning take
Oh
over.
god. Oh, okay. Let the tuning take over. Guys, that's the name for my community. You guys aren't like the hotliners, the HokiHoshers. It's HokiHoshi and his custos. That is my official name for our community. You guys are the
In
custos.
front bumper and rear wing, side skirt and ground level, wide fenders.
Oh,
with
it's so
rivets.
good.
Kato's signature, unmistakable.
I hope you guys
I'm done
welcome
talking.
your new
Just show
name
me what the car can do.
with open arms. All my little custos. If I had a sub, I'd unsub. Understandable. Oh, that's so funny. I keep forgetting that you can take shortcuts like very aggressively in this. If there's not a checkpoint, just send it. You're barely a custo. I'm a custodian. Dang. A legendary custodian. Oh. Yeah, Beto. Like, it gets some stuff pretty alright. Like, it's just, why does every racing game just have the worst dialogue these days? Sorry, dog's going bonkers. I don't know if that's my wife. Whatever. Oh, man. Japan has a tendency to shorten English words. Hold on, let me go check on that quick. Sorry. BRB. Yeah, Japan has a tendency to shorten English words to a couple of syllables, so I guess it could be a thing. Right, like, I have also heard of that. So maybe. Maybe. There we go. Wait, what is... Wait, really? Ensto is short for engine stalling? That's interesting. Huh. Sure. Ensto. Yeah, alright, why not? Right, Ami, yeah. Human exists, must bork. Defense systems activated. Oh, I needed to win that. Damn. All right, maybe this new difficulty's a little too much for me. We got smoked. Dude, Sappy 401? What drugs is Sappy on? Also, how do I get rid of this new difficulty? Because I don't want it. I don't want it. It is a skill issue. It's a very real skill issue. Options, gameplay or something maybe? Game settings. No. Oh, oh my god, it's right there. Difficulty. Okay, we were on 5 out of 5. I think before we were on 4 out of 5? Maybe? Let's go back to that and let's try it. Here we go. Sappy's the 1%er in the crew. Yeah, seriously. The person who said it was a bike person, so I don't know how relevant it is for cars, but she just threw it in there in a casual sentence, so it's a real thing. Hey, fair enough, I believe you. Oh! I didn't realize that, Robo. Got it. Those leaderboards still apply if you're going back in the whatever the new mode is. That lets you take whatever car you want. Okay. Sappy, you're not as good as they say. You're not as good as I thought. Okay, that makes sense. So if Sappy has gone back and redone the events in a better car, I'm still getting timed against him.
Remember me? Made in Japan,
Got it.
the pack, the guy with the Evo X.
Nikki.
It's a Liberty Walk playlist.
I'm kinda
That's
with
all I
you.
needed to know.
It has put. Now we get to listen to it again too. Wait, did I just talk over it? I might have just talked over
My
it.
country is the mecca of tuning.
Oh no,
There's
I
lots
think
of
here it
things to
comes.
say. But let's start with this. In Japan, every custo lover knows the name Wataru Kato.
Just the way he smoothly, without skipping a beat, says "custo lover," which is an element I was so taken aback by custo the first time that now that I'm hearing it in the context of custo lover, that sounds gross. What if someone described themselves as a custo lover, I would think like the thing they're into is illegal. Like, oh yeah, don't tell anyone, but I'm a little bit of a custo lover. I'm like, ooh, don't let the authorities hear that one. Custo loving's been outlawed for years. It just sounds so wrong. Yeah, I'm a every custo lover knows. Yeah, it sounds like a kink I didn't ask about. Yeah, exactly. It sounds like some weird. It sounds like a weird kink. Some people are into feet. Some people are into custos. Everyone's got their taste, I guess. Oh my God.
By the way, your BMW.
He was caught with 80 gigabytes of custom on his hard drive. Oh God.
Let the tuning take over.
Wait, there's a whole wiki custom. Oh. I just imagine it's like a wiki page of like ugly bad car mods. Like wiki custo
Check it out.
is what's that subreddit?
Wings,
The bad
side
car
skirting,
mods.
level, wide fenders with rivets.
What is that subreddit? I can't remember what the name of it is. But whatever that
Talking. Just
that's
show me what the
popular
car can
sub. That's wiki custos. Oh God, that's funny. Shitty car mods. Yeah, that's what it is. Shitty car mods is wiki custo. Just rolled into the shop also is a good one, but yeah, I was thinking of shitty car mods. Ah! Understeer, skill issue. I hear, yeah, I mean, kind of, TD. Custo, cuckold, yeah, it's there. That it really does stick with you in a weird way. Like I don't know if I can rub that off the game now. The fact that the game just like unironically used the term custo lovers to describe like a JDM car guy, I guess, that likes to tune cars. I don't know. That might it kind of ruined it kind of ruined the game a little bit. Shit, I'm still not gonna win. Guys, I really want you to hear about those custom lovers again. I think we needed a win. Yeah, dude, we're getting smoked. That's 2 L's in a row. I guess I gotta turn it down to 3 out of 5. Average player difficulty. All right, oh sure. Let's do it. Turn it down to 2. No. We'll go 3. One at a time here. You think in 10 years younger car people are gonna use that? If they do, I quit cars forever. If that actually does become a thing, if I go to a car meet and I'm like, you know, sitting there with my cool Supra that's finally working and has fenders on it, you know, like 30 years from now, and some like little kid comes up to me and he's like, yo, a fellow custo lover. I mean, I've never hit a kid, but I'd get kicked out of that car meet. I'm kidding. But yeah, that would upset me. That would bum me out. Right, John. But yeah, I would just explain my story to the cops and they'd be like, oh yeah, understandable. Sorry, you're not allowed to press charges.
Made in Japan, the pack,
sorry, kid.
The guy with the Evo X.
That was self-defense.
Be surprised. It's a Liberty Walk playlist. I'm a customizer.
I'm a
That's all I needed
customizer.
to know.
That's all I need to know. Every custo lover knows.
My country is the mecca of tuning. There's lots of things to say. But let's start with this. In Japan, every custo lover knows the name Wataru Kato.
Every custo lover knows.
Bringing his own style to bear on supercars. That's his
Oh
thing.
yeah, Ami, how so? TXR Custo Lover versus the absolute the absolute CP fiend. They should add that as a bad name in the new TXR. Like the worst one you can get. If you're just so bad at the game, you just keep hitting walls. You should get the bad name Custo Lover in TXR. I think that would be a fun little Easter egg. Did I restart? Yeah, Nikki, I lost the race. You need to get first on this one, and I got second. Because I'm bad. Ah, speaking of.
By the way, your BMW is
Yeah,
too
I really like. I just wanted to hear Custo Lover over and over and over.
Let the tuning take over.
Oh, Ami, that's awesome. That's great. I love it. Sorry, I thought you said my kid. I think I read it as my kid. And so I had to reread that and be like, wait a minute, your child's not already 10. But yeah, that's awesome. I'm sure that totally made that kid's day. Well, more barks. God forbid, you know, someone's probably walking by with a dog. And how dare they? Don't they know everything that they can see, or we can see out of our window is our property? Not allowed. Another retro car fan created, heck yeah. This battle guy in TXR who called me kitten afterwards. We're not that far off. Oh yeah. There's a quest chain in Dune, the new Dune game, Dune Awakening, that one of the characters just constantly calls you kitten. It's pretty freaky. Custo Lover should, yeah, there you go. If you upgrade your car really poorly, there should be some fancy AI algorithm that determines if you built your car like crap in TXR. And if you did, if you put like a big monster sticker on it and, you know, you have like way too much camber and it's just all the fitment's all wrong, the wheel choice is all wrong, then you get the bad name Custo Lover. I think that's the best way to utilize AI.
Let's see if you can handle what follows.
Your Custo score's over 30. All right, hey, we won. Look at us go. Just had to turn the difficulty down twice. Here we go. Nikki. People who wrote Customizer got paid as writers. Just meditate on that. Listen, I'm all for devs getting paid their fair share, but I hope they didn't get paid too much.
It has all the signature Liberty Works upgrades. A perfect way to set the mood.
Yeah, that is true. I genuinely, like, memes aside, I am curious, like, do they have an in-house writing team? Like, I'm also curious about this with Horizon. I'm sure I could figure this out. I'm sure I could ask somebody. But, like, does Ivory Tower, does Playground have, like, an in-house team of writers? Or do you think it's, like, people who do other things but then also get stuck with the job of doing the writing? You know? Like, is it just the guy that happens to manage the server infrastructure? And he's like, I got enough time to write out the story. Or do they actually, like, have a team of writers that's like, I know what's gonna be good. Custo Lover. I'll take my salary, please. Like, I honestly, yeah, did they outsource it maybe? But even that's a little concerning. Because that means they're outsourcing it to a team whose specific job is writing. And they still came up with Custo Lover. So, I don't know. Beto, do they really? Interesting. I won't, I'm not really going to touch that topic with a 10-foot pole. But that is interesting.
One more run with
That
these
is
wheels.
interesting if so.
Try to do it justice. It might end up as the reward for this playlist.
Probably the writing team is the marketing team, yeah. Like, I honestly, and I have no idea how this works, truly. But my guess is that it's people that, like, share a role. You know, they do, like, a few things. Like, maybe, you know, one of the guys on the engine team and, like, one of the artists, maybe a couple of artists, you know, from a couple of different categories. Like, they also just happen to be the writers. Because, and I say this, like, again, not as a meme,
Reminds me of the cars
but
from
I
my
feel
custom
like you
magazines.
can't
The
have a
style
job
leaves a mark on a kid.
as a full-time writer
In the
for a
90s,
racing
only
game.
a few tuners like
Like, I feel like that's not a
customizing
career that,
European and American
like, there's
cars
not
like that.
enough work. And maybe this is, like, really insulting, and I'm sorry if it is. I'm genuinely curious about it. But I feel like from my perspective, there's not enough work for there to be even, like, one full-time writer at, you know, Playground or Turn 10
Liberty
or
Walk has 3
Ivory
pillars
Tower
with 3 distinct styles.
or anywhere, you know,
Going
any
through
of the
works
Need for
part.
Speed studios.
Kanto's original touch.
So, like, it's got to either be
Classic Japanese
outsourced
craft based on wide
or
fenders
just
applied to the most beautiful
turning this down a little bit,
vehicles.
or just people who, like, also do other jobs at the
Performance.
studio.
Let's leave him for later.
And I feel like it's probably just people who do other jobs also at the studio. Like, they've got a little, like, writing team. But again, I could be totally wrong about that. And for all I know, there's, like, a Playground writer lurking in chat that's like, what the hell, Hoki? I pour my heart and soul into this, and I'm sorry. I don't mean it. I'm just
More than a style update,
speaking from the perspective of a consumer.
boosted turbo, tougher chassis. more
Good writers do their research. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah. These
I don't know. It's one of those things where, what was it? Mafia. So there, Mafia: The Old Country just came out, and I was listening to kind of a big review talking about it, and the amount of effort they went through to just, like, make sure that the swords were period correct, or the knives, I guess, and a little bit more so, that, like, the knives or daggers were, like, period correct, making sure that the animations were, like, correct for, you know, what they would do, and, like, the terminology was correct for the time to, like, make it lore accurate. Like, a lot of work goes into making things authentic and, like, doing your research to making sure, like, these devs actually flew to Italy and met with a sword maker to, like, actually make sure they had all the methods right, and you know, everything would be on brand. And then you've got Custo lovers. You got two sides of the coin. So I don't know. Hangar 13's always good at presenting the era correctly. Yeah, they put some real effort into it. Yeah, which it does. Like, it's so much effort, but it does come off. Like, it does come off accurately. I love that effort. I dived into that stuff after playing Red Dead. Yeah, I love that they care. Absolutely. Yeah, it's just those little things that make it feel, was my stream just lagging? Maybe it was just the preview. Just looked a little laggy to me. You guys tell me. The gameplay's buttery smooth. My preview's looking a little laggy. It doesn't say I'm dropping frames. Okay, Beto says no. Alright, it must just be my preview. Alright, we're good. Hey, we won again. Yay. Straight out of coat. Low cash with a crazy motherfucker named Custo. Yeah, I mean, it's always... And I know it's a little, you know, people are going to meme on it, but even, like, the Assassin's Creed games, the base of the Assassin's Creed games, they actually do put, like, a lot of effort into making it pretty accurate. Now, they did catch some heat for it for, they did catch some heat for it for Japan, for the last game. Where it was like, oh, they're using 19th century woodworking techniques when it was really 18th century, blah, blah, blah. And like, yeah, it's not perfect, but they still, like, a lot of effort still goes into it. And even though, like, I think it still is a testament to how much work that stuff is, that Assassin's Creed does put a lot of work into trying to make things generally accurate when it comes to their world. And they still get it wrong. Like, they still mess up a lot and don't get things right. Because there's just so many details to worry about. You know, there could be, like, a glazed cup that, oh, nope, that art style was not actually used for another 200 years. Sorry. And it's like, oh, shoot, you know, I didn't look up the art techniques used for pottery glazing at that time. And it's like, ah, that's on you. That's on you. I'm not an AC guy, but their environmental art team kind of knocks it out of the park. Oh, dude, they do. They absolutely do. Yeah, it's awesome. They've got some talented workers over there, talented devs. I think there's a lot of criticisms you can levy against Assassin's Creed, but like, they've got pretty impressive worlds. That look really good and feel very real, at least as from like a casual perspective. Yeah. Hold on, Sappy just DM'd me. Okay, this has nothing to do. I don't think he's like lurking in stream or knows that we've been talking about him today. But he just sent a pretty funny unrelated thing. I won't share it because I don't know if he wants it to be shared with everyone else, but Sappy's just memeing. He's just memeing. Yeah, I know. I honestly thought it was going to be a message of like, haha, get good. But yeah, I don't think he knows that I think it just happened to be a random, you know, just funny timing. One thing I'll say about Shadows, run the Japanese dub. English dub was bad. Yeah, so I have AC Shadows, and I put like maybe 2 hours into it. The English VA was just not it for me. But the problem is I don't like subs. I struggle with subs. I don't like having to read subtitles. It's just not my jam. Yeah. So I struggled with it. Also, like, AC is just not super my vibe anymore. I loved Odyssey. I still never finished Odyssey, but I put some serious time into it. And then I was like, yeah, I'll get into the Japan one, sure. And it just like didn't really click with me. And the main character, the girl, her voice acting was super flat in English. It was just so dry. And I don't know if that was like a choice, but it wasn't a choice I really clicked with. It just, I don't know. Yeah, the VA just really didn't click with me. Wish my third gen was this cool, right? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big Camaro guy, but I do like the body style of these. Well, not these, but, you know, the one I was driving. Definitely not a choice. She's just not an actor. Wait, I don't know if that you're saying that as like a dig, or is she actually not like a known voice actor?
Looks like we've got a color me run.
Does she like have an IMDb page? Does she have like previous roles where she did well? Because a lot of time with that stuff, it is tricky. Of like, you just don't know if it was the if it was the director, if it was, you know, the studio that just wasn't giving her good direction, or was it actually just like, yeah, the delivery just wasn't there. Like, voice acting's harder than it looks. So it's hard, especially if you take someone that is a traditional actor and is used to, you know, being able to emote with their face. And then, you know, you have to convey all your emotion through just the voice. It's a hard transition. But I don't know. TD, jeez. Fair. Fair. You know what pisses me off? My 17-year-old watches his English speaking so with closed captions on. Dude, a lot of people do that. I know personally a lot of people that just choose to watch shows with subtitles. That's a very popular thing. It makes no sense to me. I will never put subtitles on anything unless it's foreign, unless it's a foreign language. I don't know why people choose to do that, but that's a very common thing. I just don't like it. Oh, hey, they're talking about bozo cars and stuff. Hey, that's kind of neat. I don't know if we should get into the nitty gritty of like bozo's technically not actually for cars, it's only for bikes. But you know, maybe they talked about that and I was just yapping over it. And really, it doesn't matter that much anyway. A lot of people use Bozozoku to talk about cars these days. Oh, I did not miss that. Okay. Yes, Ami, that is true. I will give you that. A lot of shows these days have terrible audio balancing. What is that about? Shows these days are always way too dark, and the audio, the voice tracks are always way too low. What is that about? Like, I think what it is, here's my honest opinion. I think what it is that audio is getting balanced for very high-end equipment. Like high-end 7.1 surround, Dolby Atmos, or, you know, whatever. And it just doesn't translate to like a 3.1 or TV speaker or soundbar setup. I think that's maybe the sound issue. And I think maybe the darkness of like how dark so many shows are is, again, maybe they're expecting you to be in like a theater environment with a very high-end HDR capable screen with like really bright brights and really deep blacks, and like it's mastered for that, but then on like a lower end TV it just doesn't translate. That's an opinion I hold with like absolutely zero evidence. But that's my take on it. Oh, Dredgion says that Atmos is basically vaporware anyway. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not an audiophile whatsoever. I just, you know, again, as a consumer, I notice that these days it feels like audio mixing is so bad on so many shows and movies. Yeah, and then the commercials. Well, okay, that is an issue with surround sound. So we run into that. My wife and I run into that with Hulu. Hulu, for us anyway, only plays in like a 5.1 mix. But we, on our TV in the living room, we only have our TV speakers. And so we need to turn the volume up for shows really high. Like out of 100, we turn it up to like 70 or 80. When like normally on Twitch, I'm at like 10 to 15. So just to give you like a concept of the difference. When we're watching Hulu, everything's mastered in I think 5.1. You can't adjust it. So it makes everything super quiet because it's expecting you know, 2 more speakers, I guess, in a way. It's expecting more channels. And so you just don't get a lot of audio through the front. But then the commercials are just stereo. The commercials are just stereo, which is like what the TV is. So then the commercials are like blast super loud because those are mastered separately. So yeah, that's really dumb. And like, it's our living room TV. We're not going to put a big surround system. Like, we don't even have a sound bar and we don't care. But yeah, it sucks. It sucks. There was a comment on YouTube I saw explaining why old Top Gear eps on YouTube have terrible balance, but I can't remember what it said. Oh, John, you were leading me in. I was like, ooh, I'm interested to find out about this. Go find that comment, because now I'm curious. Yeah, Aleppo says even in the theater it's difficult to understand, though. I'm barely able to understand. No, you are right. Because, yeah, even in a movie theater, or like my dad has a home theater set up, and even there, a lot of the times, like especially watching action movies, we've had to like go back and be like, wait, what did they say? So who knows? Yeah, Ami says, you know, maybe they master it for theaters and don't bother remastering for home. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really go to movie theaters anymore, but I can say the home theater experience is still not perfect. It still like focuses way too much on sound effects and music and stuff like that. But yeah. Yeah. Watch Peaky Blinders with no subtitles. I'm sure I could do that. I'm good on my what I don't know what what's this like specific dialect? Can you even call it dialect accent? What do you call that from Peaky Blinders? Like I'm trying to like pull from my Top Gear knowledge. Cockney. Cockney was what I was thinking. Maybe Welsh? Sure, I don't know. I don't know my UK, you know, British accents, dialects, whatever. But yeah. I have to use context clues and read lips fairly commonly. Yeah, I get that. I do too. I do too. Worth mentioning, a lot of actors don't know how to enunciate and project voices. The rise of mumble actors has been brutal on audio mixing. Sure, I could see that. Like, back in the day, you literally had, like, a fake accent made for TV. Well, I think, like, Atlantic? Like the, hey, I'm gonna go down to the store and pick up a bunch of apples. Like I think that's called, like, an Atlantic accent. Which is completely fake just for TV. Because I think yeah, you see? Like, I think that was specifically just because it picked up better on microphones. I'm not super well versed on that, but I think that's what it is. And then, yeah, like, classic theater training teaches you to project your voice and enunciate. I took theater tech in college, or in high school. And my wife was a theater minor in high school, or in college. So I have, like, a lot of familiarity with that. And yeah, like, they teach, there's a lot of voice work that you have to do. But these days, a lot of actors are not going through that process anymore. You've got a lot of people that, like, are, you know, finding success through, like, their parents were successful. They're getting, you know, dragged in early, so they don't have any classic theater training. And then they just get famous, and they don't know how to talk on camera. So, yeah, I could totally see that. Yeah. Back then, they didn't have tiny mics attached to actors, so you had to project to reach the microphone. You literally couldn't speak quietly. Yeah, for sure. You had to enunciate. You had to talk loud. Yeah. Yeah, streaming killed the video star. There you go. Maybe. Yeah, see here, Kava. We gotta get those Duke boars. They're at it again. Sorry, I'm mixing my. I can't ad-lib Atlantic accent that well. That's what came to mind. All right, don't grill me on it. But yeah, I think that's a good point. Is these days, yeah, less theater background for a lot of actors, so that you don't get a lot of that voice training. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, man. Those dag nabbit Duke boars. Oh, dudes, this has been a fun day. Time kind of flies when I'm playing this, to be honest. Just because it's like we're always doing something new, and it's casual enough to where, like, we can still just yap about random things, and I can still kind of just, like, work my way through the game. I do feel a little bit guilty for not, like, dedicating my full time to the stories, but listen, if they're gonna serve me up with custo lovers, they don't deserve my full attention. So, you know what? I don't feel that bad about it. I don't feel that bad. Ugh. Like, the dude who plays Bane, watch any of his movies, he mumbles his line, and then watch, like, Pierce Brosnan, and the guy knows how to make his voice easy to hear. Yeah, there was, it's weird now that I'm thinking about it, but there was a weird, this is, like, a stupid example, but I'm gonna tell you guys anyway. They're doing, like, some sort of guerrilla marketing for the new Lord of the Rings, Hunt for Gollum, because they're bringing back a lot of the OG Lord of the Rings actors. And so I watched this, like, TikTok reel. It was on Instagram. I don't have TikTok. But I think it was on Instagram or maybe YouTube. This short where they had Gandalf talking. And I specifically had the thought in my mind of, like, damn, he speaks so clearly. Like, he has such a strong accent to his voice. And honestly, like, he's an older guy. I don't know how old he is, but he's up there. And older people usually, you know, it's a little bit harder to speak clearly because you start to, you know, slur a little bit. Like, your voice just gets a little softer. But yeah, like, just listening to him deliver, like, some Gandalf voice lines, it specifically stuck out to me of, like, oh man, that was spoken so clearly and so well. Like, it just came through so clearly. I don't know. And now that I'm, like, thinking of it in reference to this, I'm like, you know what? There's probably a good reason for that. Probably a good reason for that. Jason Statham he's a very typecast actor. Yeah. Sean yeah, that is true. Yeah, I think that's a great example. Sean Connery speaks with a very distinct lisp where you would think, like, okay, that's a little harder to understand. But it's not. You still always know what he's saying. And I think that is, like, voice training. I think that's just voice training. He was able to make his voice... Because I would imagine if I just ran into Sean Connery at the grocery store, I would maybe struggle to understand him. Like, it just speaking casually. Like, I would maybe miss a word or have to, like, pause for a second and be like, oh yeah, that's what he said. But I wouldn't be surprised if, like, he just has good voice training and is able to, like, enunciate the right words and syllables and the like, get the right inflection and the right projection to, like, still make his voice come through clearly. Yeah, I could totally, I mean, I don't know. I've never heard him speak outside of, you know, on camera, but I could totally see that being the case. Yeah. And Scottish, too. Yeah, very. Oh, John, okay. What the uploader had downmixed surround channels into stereo, the rear channels would have car engine roaring all over the place, and vocals usually just come out of the center channel. If it isn't downmixed properly, you get this sound. Yep, that makes total sense. That makes total sense. What is that? Lovely. Oh, that's the sunset. I was like, oh, there's a beautiful light heading off that way. Yeah, Nikki, I agree with that. I agree with that. Anyway, dudes, we're gonna call it right about there. Hitting more or less the 4-hour mark. I gotta be honest, like, I'm still enjoying the game. It's like, it's fun having something to work through, I guess.